Hey guys, good morning. Welcome back to our channel, the Eaton Squad. My name is Addie. So for today's video, we have some advisory from CFO or the Commission on Filipinos Overseas. Details coming right up. So this is quite a bit of good news, especially if you are a Filipino national going abroad to visit your fiance, your spouse on a tourist visa. I am going to explain this one by one to avoid confusion on who are no longer required to undergo the CFO guidance and counseling service and who are still required to undergo the CFO seminar. So the Commission on Filipino Overseas has posted a new guideline for Filipinos going abroad on a tourist visa. So please take note, this is for tourist visa. This is not implemented to those who are going abroad as immigrant, resident, or to become a citizen and stuff like that. This is just for tourists. Like for example, your fiance is in the US or in Singapore and you want to visit him, you have to undergo the CFO seminar. Then the Commission on Filipinos Overseas will issue a certificate for you because this is required by the Philippine government. You can actually get denied if you don't have this when you check in at the airport. So CFO is no longer required for Filipino fiancés, spouses, and partner of foreign nationals traveling as tourists can proceed directly to the airport and present to the Bureau of Immigration their proof of sponsorship or other documents showing that their travel is for a limited period of time. So the keyword there is tourists. So to those Filipinos who are traveling abroad to visit their fiancés, like for example, New Zealand is open for fiancés of foreign nationals visiting. You will have to undergo CFO seminars before this time. This has been implemented beginning September the 3rd of 2023. So you guys don't have to undergo the guidance and counseling program of the Commission on Filipino Overseas. As it states, you can directly go straight to the airport and show proof of sponsorship and documents to the Bureau of Immigration. For the Bureau of Immigration's side, they said, according to Commissioner Tancinco, that they are implementing the latest rule update from the Commission on Filipinos Overseas or CFO, lessening the departure requirements for Pinoys with foreign partners. Like I said, this is effective September the 3rd of 2023. Before, you have to book an appointment with CFO. You have to register online. I think you have to pay about 600 for the certificate. I went through it before on a fiance visa because I am immigrating in the United States. So that is still required. We are going to talk about that here shortly. But for those, like I said, I know I keep repeating it, but I have to because I will get a bunch of questions again that even though I have already discussed it on the video, I will still be asked. But like I said again, guys, those Filipino partners, spouses, or fiancés of foreign nationals who wish to visit them abroad on a tourist visa, you no longer have to undergo the guidance and counseling at CFO or Commission on Filipinos Overseas. In a letter dated August 31st, CFO Chairperson Secretary Romulo Arugay informed the Bureau of Immigration that effective September 3rd, Filipino fiancés, spouses, and other partners of foreign nationals holding tourist or other limited period of stay visas are no longer required to undergo the CFO guidance and counseling program or the GCP. The GCP was initially a requirement for Filipinos with foreign partners departing to meet or marry abroad. The CFO confirmed that the latest development lessens departure requirements for Filipinos. Then Cinco said that the new rule has been cascaded to immigration officers nationwide and shared that the streamlined requirements were actually part of the 2023 revised guidelines on departure formalities released by Interagency Council Against Trafficking, or the IACAT, whose implementation was temporarily suspended. So we haven't really made a video on the revised guidelines of the IACAT because, as it says, it is temporarily suspended because there was a lot of confusion on the new rules or the guidelines of it. The reason we did not do an update, because I can already see it coming, that there's going to be a lot of questions with it, and sure is. So when that implementation has resumed, we will definitely keep you guys posted on it. But so far, this changes or this update from the CFO is actually good and works out to its advantage. Those Filipinos who are going abroad to meet their fiancés or boyfriends, or just those with limited stay visas overseas. Now, for those categories who are still required to undergo the CFO, the following are required to undergo the CFO guidance and counseling program. So, who are these visa holders? Please be advised that the following international bound travelers are still required to undergo the mandatory pre-departure registration of the Commission. The following are immigrant, long-term or permanent resident visas, fiancé, spouse, and partner visas. So fiancé visas, the K1 visa, spouse visa, that's K3 visa, or the CR1 visa. So don't get confused on the changes that they made for Filipino fiancés, spouses, and partners of foreign national with the tourist visa, because that is a complete different category. Unlike with immigrants, that is also a different set of category for visas emigrating abroad. And also J1 visa holders bound for the US, J1, then AU pair visa holders bound for Europe. So to those categories under these visas that we have mentioned, you guys are still required. This is mandatory. You can actually get denied if you don't go through the guidance and counseling program on the Commission on Filipinos Overseas if you don't go through it. I know some of you, especially those on a K1 visa or a CR1 visa, immigrating in the United States, for example, has to go through it. Like I said, you have to register online. They still do the telephone interview. With us before, it was actually face-to-face. It's a one-day seminar, so you have to go through it. Ours before was a sticker posted in our passport, but this time they will actually email your certificate after you have done the program, and you can print it out, and that's what you are going to bring at the airport as part of the mandatory requirement of the Philippine government. This is important. I know a lot of Filipinos are so confused, but the reason I am filming this in English, because majority here in our community, partners, spouses, and fiancés are foreign nationals. Don't worry, I am going to make a Tagalog version of this to explain some more in details to our fellow men on what this requirement is all about, and that this particular category, the tourist visa category, will no longer be required for this mandate beginning September 3rd of 2023. So I hope we are clear on that. I hope there's no confusion on the differences of visas. Tourist visa is completely different from the immigrant visa like K1 or CR1 visa. So this is good news. If you guys are not sure of it, you guys are still leery that this is true and legit, you guys can print this out. Go to the Commission on Filipinos Overseas website. You can also go to their official Facebook page and print this out just in case you are a holder of a tourist visa and they require you for this CFO certificate. It's better to have it handy just in case you guys will have a problem in the counter, because here in the Philippines, when they implement something, it doesn't get to the right agencies yet, and they will still ask for it even though it is already implemented. So better to print this out. I will also leave the link on where you guys can print this out. That way you have this as proof that this is implemented by the Commission on Filipinos Overseas. So this is our latest travel updates. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, concerns, or inquiries with regards to this video or in any of our travel related videos, please comment it down below and I will try to get back to you guys as soon as I can. Or you can direct message me in our Facebook page. Same handle, the Eaton Squad. Again, guys, thank you so much for the continued support and trust to our channel and to our family. I hope to see you on our next travel update. Stay safe, stay healthy, and God bless everyone.